What is up, guys? Cash back at it again, and the blog update just dropped, and we got more of an in-depth breakdown of what to expect from both the Winter Soldier and the new Cloning Lab OLT mission that will both arrive on November 29th, and I'll go over everything that was shared and flesh things out for you guys, so let's jump into it. So if you played through the latest villain sector that dropped in patch 2.6, then you know that Monica succeeded in bringing back MODOK, but she wasn't able to control him, and they looked to be about to face off against each other before teleporting away. Well, the blog confirms that MODOK traveled to AIM's cloning lab and has taken it over and intends to restart his mission of ridding the world of powered individuals, and that's where the Avengers come in. The new Omega level threat is a new in-game challenge that will allow players to take on MODOK one last time and takes place in a challenging AIM base that players will have to navigate to reach MODOK. MODOK will have new tactics and attacks and is designed to test our heroes' abilities. The new OLT will have a similar length to the previous OLT mission and will require players to be power level 175 to enter, and will reward new and higher level gear that will increase the power level cap to 185. So I'm looking forward to seeing the layout of this new version of Cloning Lab and how challenging this new MODOK fight will be compared to the campaign and the Super Adaptoid, and I think their decision to make this a new Omega level threat was the right call, and hopefully we get a cool new mini boss clone fight with multiple villain clones or something. Next, they go into detail about the Winter Soldier with the reveal of Scott Porter as the voice behind Bucky, who's done a ton of voice work in the industry and has also voiced the Winter Soldier multiple times, including in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. And for those of you unfamiliar with his take on Bucky, here's a sample.
I've learned to live with my guilt. That's what pushes me to be better. We've been through a lot, Natasha. Add this one to the history books. I'm the Winter Soldier. Nothing but a ghost.
We'll get a chance to hear him in full once the motion comic trailer drops in the coming days, so be on the lookout for that. They then go on to give us a breakdown of Bucky's story, saying that he's a product of a Soviet black science program. The Winter Soldier emerged as a master assassin. He'll be an almost purely assault-focused hero focused on dealing damage to enemies in a variety of ways, offering players the chance to find multiple builds and playstyles, from a ranged marksman to an expert hand-to-hand combatant to the deadly super soldier. While echoes of Bucky's past training partners like Captain America and Black Widow can be seen in some of his moveset, he has made them his own and combined them with skills that flow from his Winter Soldier indoctrination and his cybernetic enhancements. He'll have all new animations, a new full skill tree, and unique heroic abilities. He'll also have his own heroic mission chain that sees the Avengers help him regain his confidence in his capacity for good and deal with the trauma inflicted on him by his captors. Once players complete his mission chain, they'll be rewarded with his iconic outfit. So I think we'll be seeing that new motion comic trailer arrive as soon as this Thursday, if not sometime today. So I'm looking forward to that, and I see that they're trying their best to emphasize to players that unlike Jane Foster, Bucky will offer a lot of unique gameplay and animations, and saying that he's made the moves he shares with Cap and Widow his own validates Miller's recent claims that Bucky will have remixed attacks from some of the heroes currently in the game, which shows that the team did put in more effort than simply taking moves from other heroes. So if you're on the fence about that, I suggest waiting just to see him in action before making a final decision on him either way. It's still unclear how his story will tie in with AIM, but it seems the narrative team isn't straying far from his comic roots, and they also confirmed that this version of Bucky will be a super soldier like his MCU counterpart, so I'm expecting him to really be able to impress with his speed and strength. Lastly, they talk a little about what comes after patch 2.7, saying our next update past 2.7 will continue with the ongoing revisions and tuning the heroes that we started in 2.6 and continue in 2.7. This ongoing process to ensure that each hero feels as heroic as they should. We'll continue releasing more details about 2.7 as we get closer to launch, including Winter Soldier's backstory, first looks at Cloning Lab, and outfit reveals, and more. So unfortunately, for those of you hoping to see a new hero coming in patch 2.8, it looks like the next patch will again be a small update geared towards reworking the heroes and systems a bit more, although they don't share any specifics in this blog. And you also may have noticed the lack of info about the traversal updates that we were supposed to see ahead of the patch 2.7 update, so it may be safe to assume that those will either push back to a later patch update, or they'll announce they'll be included in patch 2.7 once we get more details ahead of its release. But that's all the info we got from the new blog update, and I'll be talking more about what my expectations are for Winter Soldier and Cloning Lab in a future video, so be on the lookout for that. But now I want to hear what you guys think down below. Did any of this news reignite some of that old passion for Avengers? And what do you guys think of Bucky's design and voice actor? Let me know down below, and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any news updates for Avengers, and leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.